can't believe there's only 2 weeks to me. Where did all the time go?
True, time should have flies, especially with you. And English is the first test I'm actually doing.
Stop talking about it. I already stressed with Westing game. It's really hard to understand.
Perhaps I can help you with that by summarizing it.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
You're the best.
Once upon a time, there was an idea.
That's not the Westing game. That's the Avenger.
Oh, yeah. You're pretty smart. Okay, wait. Let me think first. It all begins on a fateful day.
Good. All are in order. The Wexlers. There's Jake, the dad. Grace, the self-described interior designer. Their daughters, Angela and Turtle. The Who's, Shin Who, owner of something restaurant, and his wife, Madame Who, and his athletic son, Doug Who. And then next, we have the Theodorakis, which consists of George and Catherine, owner of a cafe, with their 2 sons, Theo and Chris. Then we have Sidel Pulaski, the secretary, Pro, the apartment's maid, Flora Baumbach, and lastly Judge Ford.
Are those all the characters?
No, obviously, but we'll see the others in the upcoming scene. Oh, and one more thing. One of the tenants is a bomber, another is a burglar, and another is a mistake.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll understand when I tell the story.
Wait, why are those tenants basically selected by Barney Northrop?
Aha! There is a reason, but I'll tell you later in the story. So, on Halloween Day, Turtle was dared to go to the Westing house by Otis and others.
Look! There's smoke! There's smoke coming from the chimney of the Westing's house. Do you think Old Man's Westing's up there?
Nah, nobody's seen him for years. Most folks says he's dead. Long gone dead. They say his corpse is still up sprawled out on a fancy oriental rug, and his flesh is rotting off. Maggots are creeping in his eye sockets and crawling out of his nose holes.
Serves him right. But somebody must be up there. Somebody alive, that is. Maybe it's those kids again.
Wait, what kids?
Those unfortunate fellas. Horrible. It was horrible. Come to think of it, it happened exactly 1 year ago tonight, on Halloween. Seems it all started with a bet. Somebody bet them $1 they couldn't stay in that spooky house for at least 5 minutes. 1 measly buck. The poor kids hardly got through those French doors when they came tearing out like they were being chased by ghosts, or even worse.
Poor kid. All that pain and suffering for $1 bet.
Make it $2 for each minute I stay in there, and you're on.
And so, that night...
Oh Lord, please help me.
Who's saying the purple?
Who knows? During the time she was there, she sees a dead body. And the next morning she reads an obituary of Sam Westing, the owner of Westing Paper Products, in the newspaper. 16 people, including most of the Sunset Tower occupants, are then named as heirs in the will and are called to the reading of the will.
Stop! I heard that you just say will. Whose will is it? Is it the Who?
Wait, what? Doug Who? He's not even dead. Obviously it's Sam Westing.
Oh wait, you also said that there are 16 heirs. You didn't mention 16 characters. Who are the rest?
The other people other than the tenants that were called in are Otis Amber, the delivery boy, Dr. Deere, Angela Wexler's fiancé, and Sandy McSalters, the doorman.
Ooh, okay then. Then, what happened next?
Judge Plum told everyone that Westing was murdered and one of the heirs is the murderer. The heirs are then divided into 8 teams and they will be given clues to solve the murderer along with $10,000. The winner of the game will inherit the Westing's estate.
Wow, this is getting exciting. I'm curious to know what's gonna happen next in the story.
Okay, so Sidel was the only person who took notes and made a shorthand copy of the will. Every pair was confused by their clues and had different thoughts about what they meant. For example,
Hehehe. That's us, old pal. Queen Crow and King Amber.
What this? On or no?
Quiet!
Ow.
Others will hear our clues. Please, Judge, don't quit on me. I'd have to give back all that money.